What do you actually want from life? Maybe it's making a lot of money, giving your family a better life, or achieving your dreams. Alright, let's say you finally make all the money you ever wanted. Then what? What's next? Now, imagine someone asks you a simple question. What has been the driving force behind everything you've achieved? Most people would probably answer, my family, my dreams, my future. But what if that's not the complete answer? You'll understand why in a moment. Now think about it again. You made the money, you achieved your goals. Now what? You'd probably say, now I'll finally do whatever I want. But here's the real question. Have the choices you've made throughout your life actually been your choices or your mind's? Maybe the driving force was never your family or your dreams. Maybe your mind simply knew that those were the stories most capable of keeping you moving. If you were taught that family comes before everything, your mind could use that belief to motivate you. If someone else grew up chasing fame, their mind would use fame instead. Different people, different motivations. The same mind, almost as if it already knew exactly how to keep you moving. Modern neuroscience suggests that a great deal of the brain's processing happens outside of conscious awareness. Research has shown that the brain can begin preparing certain actions before we become consciously aware of deciding. Exactly what this means for free will is still debated, but it raises an uncomfortable possibility. What if the feeling of, I made this decision, isn't the whole story? What if consciousness is sometimes experiencing decisions that have already begun unfolding beneath awareness? If that's true, then maybe you've spent your entire life executing far more than initiating. Maybe the I you've trusted your entire life isn't as independent as it feels. When a human being is born, they don't know their name, their religion, their country, their language, or their beliefs. Literally nothing. Everything they eventually become is built through experience, memories, emotions, rewards, fears, and conditioning. Over time, those experiences shape the mind, and eventually, the mind begins shaping the person from birth until death. Maybe that's also why, when life becomes unbearable, when someone dies, when we lose a job, when our family falls apart, or when reality becomes too painful to accept, the mind desperately searches for certainty. It wants an explanation, something bigger than itself. For many people, that's God. For others, destiny, fate, or some higher purpose. This isn't about proving any of those beliefs right or wrong. It's about asking a different question. Could the mind sometimes hold on to these ideas because uncertainty is incredibly difficult to live with? Because believing that everything happens for a reason can feel less painful than accepting that some events have no explanation we can fully understand. And here's the most fascinating part. The thoughts you're having right now, the questions forming inside your head, even this realization itself, is happening through the very mind we are questioning. So the real question isn't whether your mind influences you. Science already tells us that it does. The real question is, how much of you exists beyond it? Tonight, before you go to sleep, ask yourself one question. Everything you did today, were those actions truly yours? Or were they shaped by a mind working behind the scenes long before you noticed? And one more thing, the thought you're having right now, did you think it? Or did it simply appear and you called it mine? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd genuinely love to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, consider supporting the channel. It really helps a small creator like me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. The prison calls itself I.